They told you the road to greatness would be easy, didn't they? That all you needed was talent, a dream, and a little bit of hard work. But now you see the truth. Now you understand. Greatness is not found in comfort. It is not found in crowds. It is found in the wilderness, in the loneliness, in the silence where no one cheers your name. You look around and where are they? The ones who started with you, the ones who promised they would walk this journey by your side? Some have turned back, some have settled for less, and some never had the courage to begin. But you are still here. You are still pressing forward. Not because it is easy, but because you have been called to something greater than yourself. The road to greatness is lonely because few are willing to pay the price. The long nights, the unseen sacrifices, the rejection, the doubt, it all weighs on you like a burden too great to carry. But listen to me, it is in this loneliness that you are being forged. It is in this solitude that your character is being shaped. This is where the weak fall away and the strong are refined. You will be mocked. You will be misunderstood. You will be tempted to quit. But do not turn back. Do not give in. The world does not reward those who shrink away in fear. It does not remember those who compromise. It only honors those who endure, those who press on even when everything in them screams to stop. You were not called to an easy life. You were not called to mediocrity. There is something inside you, something that will not let you rest. Something that drives you forward when others surrender. That fire, that burden, it was placed there for a reason. Do not let it die. One day they will look back and they will see what you have become. And they will wonder how you did it. They will not understand the pain, the struggle, the countless nights of tears and toil. But you will know the cost, and you will know that it was worth it. So stand up, walk forward, embrace the lonely road. It is the only path to greatness. Greatness is not found in the comfort of companionship, nor in the safety of the familiar. It is carved out in solitude, in the quiet moments when no one is watching, when no one is cheering. The road that leads to true greatness is narrow, and few are willing to walk it. It is a road that often demands isolation, a separation from the distractions and comforts that keep most people bound to mediocrity. You must understand this from the beginning. If you desire to be great, you must be willing to walk alone. There will be times when you look around and see no one standing with you. Those who once encouraged you, those who once believed in you, may grow silent. The ones who started with passion and zeal may turn back when the journey becomes difficult. And you will be tempted to do the same. You will question yourself. You will wonder if the struggle is worth it, if the dream is worth the pain, if the sacrifice is too great. But this is where the separation happens. This is where those who were never meant for greatness give up, and those who are destined for something greater push forward. You see, the process of becoming great is not meant to be easy. It is not meant to be shared with many. The lonely road is necessary because it forces you to confront yourself. It strips away all the distractions, all the comforts, all the excuses. It reveals who you really are. When no one is around to encourage you, will you still move forward? When no one sees your hard work, when no one acknowledges your efforts, will you still persevere? When the applause fades and all that remains is the quiet struggle, will you still believe? This is what separates the great from the ordinary. The world does not see what happens in the secret place. It does not see the late nights of toil, the early mornings of discipline, the unseen battles of the mind. The world only sees the finished product, the moment of success, the moment of triumph. But what it does not understand is that greatness was built long before the world ever took notice. It was built in the lonely hours when no one was watching. It was built in the moments when quitting seemed like the easiest option but was refused. People fear loneliness. They fear walking a path that others do not understand. But those who are called to greatness must embrace it. They must learn to stand alone, to move forward without the approval of the crowd, to endure rejection without losing heart. If you constantly seek validation, if you constantly look for reassurance from others, you will never reach the heights you were meant to reach. The journey requires a different kind of strength, the strength to walk in the dark without knowing when the light will come. The strength to keep going even when the road is long and the burden is heavy. This road is not for everyone. It will break the weak, it will expose the half-hearted. It will demand more than you ever thought you had to give. But for those who endure, for those who refuse to turn back, it leads to a place few will ever know. It leads to the fulfillment of something greater than yourself. It leads to a purpose that cannot be shaken by hardship or loneliness. You will not always understand why the journey is so difficult. You will not always see the purpose in the struggle while you are in the middle of it. But trust this, every moment of isolation, every step taken in loneliness, every unseen sacrifice is shaping you. It is refining you. It is preparing you for the greatness that is ahead. Many people begin with excitement, driven by ambition and inspired by a vision of success. They speak boldly of their dreams, they set out on their journey with confidence, and they believe they will reach their destination with ease. But as the path unfolds before them, as difficulties arise and obstacles stand in their way, something changes. The same passion that once burned brightly begins to fade. The enthusiasm that once seemed unstoppable turns into doubt. One by one, they slow down, they hesitate, and eventually they turn back. The reality is that few are truly willing to pay the price for greatness. It is easy to talk about success. It is easy to dream, to plan, to imagine the rewards. But when the cost becomes clear, when the sacrifices demand to be made, only a small number will press forward. The rest will make excuses. They will say it was not meant to be. They will blame circumstances, lack of support, or bad timing. But the truth is simple: they were not willing to endure what was required. Greatness is not handed out freely. It is not given to those who only want it when it is convenient. It is reserved for those who refuse to quit, for those who will sacrifice comfort, for those who will push through pain and hardship when others surrender. This is the dividing line, the separation between those who dream and those who do. It is not a matter of talent alone. Many talented people have quit because they could not handle the pressure. It is not a matter of intelligence. Many intelligent people have given up because they were not willing to suffer for their vision. The cost is different for everyone, but the price must always be paid. Some will face rejection. Some will experience failure after failure before they ever see a glimpse of success. Some will be misunderstood, mocked, or criticized by those who do not see their vision. Some will have to let go of distractions, comforts, and even relationships that hold them back. But every person who achieves greatness shares one thing in common: they refuse to stop when it got hard. They refuse to let pain dictate their path. They refuse to be like the many who gave up along the way. People want quick results, they want shortcuts, they want success without sacrifice. But there is no easy way. Those who rise to the top in any field, whether in business, art, sports, or leadership, do so because they endured more than others were willing to endure. They kept going when others stopped. They trained when others rested. They worked when others played. They disciplined themselves when others followed their impulses. And because they did, they reached what others never will. The sad truth is that most people do not fail because they lack potential. They fail because they are unwilling to push through difficulty. They do not want to go through the process. They want the reward without the struggle. But that is not how greatness works. It does not bend to the desires of the lazy or the half-hearted. It only yields itself to those who persist when every reason to quit is staring them in the face. This is why the road to greatness is so empty. This is why so few ever truly reach it. Not because they lacked ability, but because they lacked the endurance to see it through. The ones who remain, the ones who refuse to turn back, are the ones who will rise. The ones who stand firm when everything in them wants to stop are the ones who will be remembered. The road to greatness is not a straight path, nor is it a smooth one. It is a journey filled with resistance, trials, and moments where everything inside you screams to turn back. Those who dream of reaching their highest potential must come to terms with one simple truth: without endurance, they will never make it. Talent will not be enough. Intelligence will not be enough. Inspiration will not be enough. It is endurance, the relentless ability to push forward despite adversity, that will separate those who achieve greatness from those who fade into obscurity. Many start the journey full of excitement, ready to face the challenges ahead, but they have no idea what lies before them. They do not see the rejection, the failures, the exhaustion that will test them again and again. And when those difficulties come, they hesitate. They question if the struggle is worth it. They begin to slow down, and eventually they stop altogether. They do not stop because they lack the ability. They stop because they lack the endurance to keep going when everything inside them wanted to quit. Endurance is not built in moments of ease. It is forged in hardship, in the long nights when nothing seems to be working, in the mornings when you wake up and feel like you have nothing left to give. It is in those moments when the true test begins. The world is filled with those who started but never finished, those who had potential but never realized it, those who dreamed but never saw their dreams become reality. The only difference between them and the ones who succeeded was that when the pain, the fatigue, the fear, and the doubt came, they stopped. The ones who endure, the ones who refuse to stop, will be the ones who rise. There will be days when your progress seems invisible. You will look around and wonder why you even started. You will feel like the effort you put in is not producing any results. But what you do not see is that every moment of endurance, every decision to keep going when you want to give up, is shaping you. Strength is not built in ease. It is built in resistance. The greatest victories are always won by those who refuse to surrender when surrendering seemed like the most reasonable option. No one celebrates the struggle while they are in the middle of it. No one enjoys the pain, the setbacks, the failures. But those who push through understand that every battle, every difficulty is preparing them for what is ahead. The world will throw obstacles in your path, but they are not there to stop you. They are there to see how much you want what you are chasing. They are there to see if you will fight for it, or if you will let resistance defeat you. Many look at those who have achieved greatness and believe they were simply lucky. They think success came easily to them, that they did not struggle, that they did not fight battles in secret when no one was watching. But if they could see behind the scenes, they would understand the truth. They would see the years of unseen effort, the moments of rejection, the times when everything seemed hopeless. They would see the endurance it took to keep moving forward when everything inside them said to stop. Most people do not fail because they lack ability. They fail because they stop too soon. They stop when it gets hard. They stop when they feel alone. They stop when they do not see results fast enough. But the ones who win, the ones who achieve what others only dream about, are the ones who refuse to stop. They keep going when others quit. They push through when others break. And because they do, they stand where others only wish they could. There is something inside you, something that refuses to let you settle, something that keeps pushing you forward even when everything around you tells you to stop. It is that fire, that burden, that calling placed deep within your soul, and it will not let you rest. Others may be content with mediocrity. Others may be satisfied with living a life of ease, with drifting through their days without purpose, without struggle, without sacrifice. But you are not like them. There is something different about you, something that will not allow you to walk away from the path you were meant to follow. This calling is not an accident. It was placed inside you for a reason. You may not always understand it. You may not always see the purpose in the hardships you endure. But make no mistake, the fire inside you is not there by chance. It is there because you were meant to do something greater than what the world expects of you. It is there because you were never meant to live an ordinary life. And because of that, your journey will not be like everyone else's. Others may be able to stop when it gets hard. Others may be able to turn back when the road grows difficult. But you cannot. You were never meant to. The world will not understand you. They will question why you push yourself so hard, why you keep going when most would have given up. They will mock you. They will criticize you. They will tell you that you are wasting your time, that you should settle, that you should be like everyone else. And yet deep down you know you cannot. The fire inside you burns too strongly. It will not let you rest in comfort. It will not let you be satisfied with a life that is less than what you were meant to live. But that fire, that calling, does not come without a cost. It demands everything from you. It demands sacrifice, discipline, perseverance. It will push you beyond your limits, testing your endurance, testing your willingness to suffer for something greater than yourself. There will be days when you feel alone in your pursuit. There will be days when you wonder if the struggle is worth it. There will be days when the weight of the journey seems too much to bear. But that is the cost of being chosen for something greater. That is the price of carrying a vision that most will never understand. The ones who give up do not do so because they lack talent or ability. They give up because they were not willing to endure the process. They were not willing to sacrifice their comfort, their pride, their security, for something they could not yet see. But those who refuse to turn back, those who press forward despite the pain, despite the uncertainty, despite the rejection, those are the ones who will rise. They are the ones who will see their vision become reality because they were willing to fight for it when no one else believed in them. You must decide now, will you listen to the voices that tell you to quit? Will you allow doubt to silence the fire inside you? Or will you keep moving forward, even when everything in you wants to stop? The path ahead will not be easy. The burden you carry will not grow lighter. But you must hold on to this truth. You were not given this calling by accident. You were not given this fire just to let it die. You were meant for more, and because of that you cannot afford to stop. Greatness is not for those who seek an easy life. It is for those who are willing to endure the struggle, to embrace the suffering, to press forward when others fall away. You have been given something that most people will never have: a vision, a purpose, a calling that will not let you rest until it is fulfilled. Do not let it slip away. Do not let the voices of doubt, fear, or opposition steal from you what was placed inside you. The fire burns for a reason. Hold on to it, protect it, and above all, never let it die. There will come a day when you look back on this journey and every moment of pain, every sacrifice, every struggle will make sense. The long nights, the silent battles, the days when no one believed in you one day, they will not be scars of suffering but marks of victory. The reward when it comes will be greater than the price you paid, but right now, in the middle of the process, it does not feel that way. Right now, all you can see is the cost. All you can feel is the weight of what you have given up, the exhaustion of carrying a burden that so many others refuse to bear. Most people never reach greatness because they cannot endure the process. They see difficulty and turn back. They face rejection and give up. They do not want to walk the lonely road. They do not want to embrace the suffering. They do not want to fight for something that does not give immediate rewards. But those who endure, those who refuse to surrender, those who press on when others stop one day, they will stand on the other side and know that it was all worth it. The world does not understand the cost of greatness. It sees the success, the triumph, the achievement, but it does not see the pain that came before it. It does not see the years of unseen effort, the moments of despair, the countless times when quitting seemed like the only option. People will look at you once you have achieved what you were meant to, and they will think it was easy. They will think you were simply lucky. They will not know the nights you spent alone, the struggles you faced in silence, the times when you had to encourage yourself because no one else was there to do it for you. But you will know what it took. You will know the price you paid, and you will know that it was worth it. Nothing great comes without sacrifice. Nothing lasting is built without endurance. You will not always see progress, you will not always feel like you are winning, but every step forward, no matter how small, is shaping you. Every time you choose to keep going instead of giving up, you are moving closer to where you are meant to be. The process is painful, but the reward is greater than the pain. There will be a moment when you stand at the top of the mountain and remember the valley you had to walk through to get there. The world will only see the victory, but you will remember the struggle. You will remember the times you fought through exhaustion, the moments when you wanted to stop but refused. You will remember what it took, and you will know that every moment of suffering had a purpose. You will know that if you had given up, you would have never seen this day. Do not let temporary pain rob you of permanent victory. Do not let moments of struggle cause you to throw away something that is worth more than you can imagine. The process will test you, it will break you, it will push you beyond what you thought you could endure. But if you hold on, if you refuse to quit, if you keep pressing forward even when everything in you is screaming to stop, one day you will see why it was all necessary. You will not regret the pain. You will not regret the sacrifices. You will not regret the long nights, the rejection, the isolation. The only thing you will ever regret is if you allow the struggle to make you quit before you reach what you were meant for. Keep moving forward. Keep enduring. Keep fighting. Because one day when you finally stand in the place you were always meant to be, you will look back on every hardship, every challenge, every sacrifice, and you will know that it was worth it. The road to greatness is not easy, and it was never meant to be. It is lonely, painful, and filled with trials that will test everything inside you. Many will start the journey, but few will endure. The difference is not in talent, intelligence, or opportunity. It is in the willingness to suffer for something greater. It is in the refusal to quit when everything in you screams to stop. You must decide now if you are willing to pay the price. You must decide now if you will keep walking when the road grows dark, when the voices of doubt grow louder, when the weight of sacrifice feels unbearable. Because if you do, if you press on when others turn back, if you refuse to surrender when the pain becomes overwhelming, one day you will stand on the other side. And in that moment, when you finally see what all the struggle was for, when you finally taste the victory that only the few ever know, you will realize that every tear, every scar, every hardship was worth it. So do not turn back. Do not slow down. Do not let fear, rejection, or exhaustion rob you of what you were meant for. Keep going. Keep enduring. Keep fighting, because the reward for those who do is far greater than the pain of the journey.